resources and mentorship they would need to solve data challenges in Africa. This is why the ELDER program takes a practical approach to equip participants with the most essential fundamentals and technical knowledge. Next would be our courses. For now, we offer Introduction to Data, Business Analytics, and Data Analysis. Moving forward, we would include data engineering and machine learning. Now, so what to expect? Okay. So our students will have access to our data science experts and resources, including course materials and assessments to ensure that students are receiving the best possible education. Then for opportunities, students enrolled in the certificate program will have the opportunity to participate in hackathons and have access to good data communities. Going forward in your career, at least you need that to immerse yourself. So this will give you practical experience and help build your professional networks. Then for research collaboration, it will also allow students to contribute to advancement of the field and gain valuable experience. So that would be all on my end. So next, I'll open the floor for your mentors and further information. So over to you, Solomon and Ore.
All right, thank you very much. Can you stop sharing?
Igor, we can barely hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Am I audible now?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's fine. But I would like to share my screen. Right. So this session is it's about the mentor. Courtney.
Yes, please, I'm here.
Oh yeah. So Courtney will take us through this session.
Okay. Yes, so hello everyone and thanks for coming. This is the mentor section for the program. So meet three mentors. Myself, I am a training assistant at Stronco Academy. It's a leading digital skill center in Africa. That's what we like to call ourselves. And also meet Enoch. Enoch is from Uganda. He's a software developer at Labormos. And then there's Solomon, who is also a software developer at BBC. Solomon, please can you go for me?
Yeah, all right, thanks, Courtney. So yeah, we'll be the face, like the mentors. Those are the people you'll be interacting with regularly. But you also have other parts of other members of the team, like Bola that just spoke. She heads the marketing department, and Ore, she'll be talking about the LMS. So she's like in charge of the learning experience for all the mentees. The next session, we have different tracks. These are like different training programs. The first training program is Introduction to Data. It's more like the very fundamental course of data science or data analytics. It's taking you through the experience of data science, but using familiar tools. So you're learning the concept of data gathering, data collection, data cleaning, and data visualization, but with tools that you already used to. We'll be using tools like Google Form for data collection. We'll be analyzing the data using Google Sheets, very similar to Excel. And then we'll do some visualization with Google Looker Studio, which is previously called the Data Studio. So it's more like a visualization BI2, very interactive for report writing. So additionally, once we're done with that, we're going to introduce new concepts because we know AI is big. So we're going to introduce how to use some AI tools like Mid-Journey, that's for image creation, narrative image creation, and also ChatGPT, that's mainly for text. Yeah, the introduction to data has it's a 5 weeks program, roughly 6 weeks, because we're gonna have a bonus um project. So it starts with introduction, where we'll take you through the different data tools and framework, introducing you to data and also type of data. The next with data collection, that's with Google Form. Then we'll do data analysis with Google Sheets, and then visualization with Looker Studio and your bonus AI track. We're also going to add a bonus track on data privacy. Very, very important in the modern data world. You need to learn how the data privacy law works, especially around. I think the most accepted one is the general data privacy rule in Europe, but we'll also talk about different general data privacy laws across different countries. Nigeria, like each country have their data privacy law. The next track is data analysis. So this is very similar to the one we've done previously, but we're now using different sets of tools, like the tools very much in line with industry standards. You're still going to go through the Google Form. You're still going to do Excel, Google Sheets. That's analysis to Google Sheets. But we'll bring in more advanced tools like Power BI, dealing with SQLs, mathematics for data analysis. Very important, because here you're still going to interact with Python, do some little bit of machine learning. Though later on we'll have some advanced machine learning course. That's when you want to go into deep learning, and the rest. But with this course, you can do regression, classification, and stuff like that with data analysis. The curriculum is simple. You will capture the first introduction course. So it's a month. So this is like roughly 6 months. The first month you will go through the simple tool. You understand what data analysis is about, the tool and the framework. You will start how to do data analysis with Excel, and then visualization with Power BI. The next month will focus primarily on SQL. So we use SQL. SQL is like a language to interact with database. So getting your data from database and analyzing it. So we'll do basic SQL. You'll do SQL join. Do your aggregation, subqueries, data cleaning, and then window functions. These are like complex topics. The last three is like complex topics. The first three are like simple topics, but we'll go through them. Then the next month we'll focus on data analysis with Python. But before we go into data analysis with Python, we need to understand the mathematics behind it. I won't go in depth, because most of these statistics and function, you just use a Python library to call this function. So we won't go into depth. We'll just give you the concept on statistics, so you understand what you're doing when you're analyzing with Python. Then the next step is machine learning. That's what we introduce you to machine learning. You do your regression, and the mathematics will really help you, especially with this machine learning. And lastly, in the machine learning, you do time series analysis. Those are like analysis for events that are like time-based, especially when you're dealing with stocks and stuff like that. And lastly, when we're done with that, we'll do a capstone project. Yeah, the courses are not free, but we'll be giving this course free, the Introduction to Data Science free, based on partnership with Center for Women Inclusion and Development. If you're taking up that course, it's $20. This course is $149. There's still another course very similar to data analysis, but this time we're focusing on those in the business field. So it's called business analytics. Very similar, but the tools are slightly different. You still do your SQL, you still do your Excel, but we'll focus primarily on making business decisions with data. So the curriculum, it's similar to data analysis, but now looking at it from a business perspective, from a business scope. You will introduce you to business analytics, type of data, the framework you'll be using, and the tools you'll be using. For the analysis, we'll be dealing with Excel, Power BI, Looker Studio. For SQL, yes, SQL is important for both sides. So it's very similar. You're going to do similar SQL curriculum. But the Python part, it's focusing on mainly building of dashboards. So you learn different tools on building dashboards, interactive dashboards with Python. So you learn data manipulation with Python. You learn how to convert your Jupyter notebook into a dashboard, and then you learn creating advanced dashboards with Plotly. And lastly, you have your capstone projects. So thank you. The next will be the tools you will be using across board. So both for the paid and the free. So they're like tools we'll be using for communication. And Ore will lead this session. All right, please, over to you.
Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me?
Clearly.
All right. Welcome everyone from me. I'm saying welcome to you guys. I'm curious to see how we are feeling so far with what you have learned about the training program. You can put your response in the chat. Let me know how you're feeling. How's your day going? How's your day starting as well? Are you excited? Are you pumped by this? I hope that this learning experience is going to be one of the best that you ever be a part of. And I look forward to seeing most of you guys at the end, at the graduation phase, right? Where you complete your training. And I hope that whatever skills that you acquire in this training program, you can take that on into your professional adventures and growth experiences that you take on in the future. So my job here is quite simple. And what I'll be doing is that I will be taking you through the main platforms that we'll be communicating through. And also I would explain your tool, your learning management tool. So a learning management system is something that allows us to communicate all the learnings that you're required to do every week over the next 6 weeks. For some of you, these are on the free track. And for those that are on the paid track as well, some of you are doing the 6 month course while the others are doing the 6 week course as well. So the structure of the classes had a bit into the structure. I believe that was missed in the introduction of the training. So the way the training is structured is you have 3 different deliverables. The first one is that you have a series of learning courses or learning activities to complete or to study during the week, right? And then you have the second thing, which is your assignment. Every week, there's going to be an assignment given to you. And the last part of that is your meeting with your mentors. So yes, a meeting with your mentors will be every Saturday, right, at a selected time by your mentor, and that will be communicated to you in the WhatsApp group as well. And in this meeting, the goal of this session with your mentor is for you to talk about the areas in which you were having difficulties with while you were studying. What did you learn? Is there a topic you want further explanation on? Your assignment, what challenges are you having with completing your assignment? And it's during this session that you and your mentors would have a bit of a conversation around this, okay? And if there's any special topic that the mentor thinks that we should add into the training as we go along, as we're learning from you and also you're learning from us, we would also include that as well. Please, please, please ensure that you deliver on all of this things that are required of you to do. The goal, the way this learning experience has been designed is that you have something practical, something theoretical, and something that involves engagement, team engagement, because this is important as data scientists to be able to engage with our communities get those data that we need, those data points, right? And do something, analyze those data points to provide solutions in our workplace or in our communities as well. So I hope that answers that question. But please, there will be a Q&A session right after this. More questions, if you have, put that in the chat, and I'm sure someone will get to them as well. So let me go right into it and kind of touch on these tools. The Slack channel link will be posted now by Solomon, and then you can go ahead and join as well. The WhatsApp group, if you're not yet in the WhatsApp group, go ahead and click the link that's already posted in the chat as well, so that you're part of the community and you can have access to your mentors as well, right? And the last bit I'm going to talk about, those two are fairly simple, right? Using a Slack space. The next thing on the agenda would be the rules of engagement will be taken by Enoch. So the rules and guidelines of communicating in all those spaces, those community spaces would be touched on then. But my main duty now is to take you through your learning management system, where all your exercises, all your communications in terms of technical training would happen. All right, so if I'm kindly allowed to share my slide, thank you very much. I'm going to take it from the beginning, right? I'm going to sign in into my email account, first of all, right? So this is the screen you see when you're signing into your email account, right? So let me do that. I'm going to use a different bit. All right, so usually when you're signing into your email, it's not necessary to add the @gmail.com anymore, right? Just add the first bit right before the @gmail, and Gmail will do the rest for you, right? As soon as you do that, you type in your password. I hope I remember my password. All right, so I have to verify on my phone. Give me a moment to do that. Done. Okay, you can skip this for now, and it goes right into my Gmail account. So the next thing you want to do, and this is a very powerful tool to know, is there's a button right here, right on top of your Google Accounts page. It's called the Google Apps button. In there, you have access to all Google products that they have in existence for people to use. You have your Google Business account, YouTube, which you're familiar with, right? Your Gmail, Google Meet for meetings as well. But the one I want you to pay your attention to is the Google Sheets, which you'll be using during your training, and the Classroom, which is the one I'm going to be talking about right now. So once you're logged on into your Google Accounts page, the next thing you want to do is to go to the Google Classroom from here. It opens up this in another tab, right? It asks you to continue with your email. You click continue, of course, and then there are two buttons here: create a class. That's if you're a teacher, you go ahead and do that, but you're not, you're taking a training course, you want to click on join class. And once you click on join class, it will ask you for a class code. The class code will be shared in the WhatsApp group and the Slack channel as well, but I have the class code right here, and if you want to write this down, that's also fine as well. It's Q4HDEFR, and type in the class code and click join at the top corner, the button at the top corner that says join, right? Once you are joined into the class, you would know that you're in the right class when you see the introduction to data course right here. This is for those on the free track. By the way, these steps are the same for those that are on the paid track as well. The only difference is that you'll be seeing a different dashboard here, or a different class title is what I mean to say here. All right, so this is the streams. The streams is where you get in-time updates and feed on what's happening, the updates that are being put for your courses as well. It's also a place for you to write something and say, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. It is nice to be here, right? It is nice to be here. right? And if you have any questions for your mentors as well, you can post that here. So what we've done is that we have created 3 channels for you to reach out to us, right? You have these streams on the Google Classroom, you have the WhatsApp group as well, and you also have Slack. Any of these channels are good places to reach out regards anything as you go along in your learning experience, all right? So this is the streams where the feed informations you can find and information updates as they go along on the learning management system would be here. I want you to take note of this small box at the corner here. When you have a due date of assignments, what next to do, you would see a summary of all the things that you are due for, right? All the things that are yet to submit, all the things that are yet to work on will be up here. Okay. So right now, the due dates for today's orientation, which is what we are having right now, right? So that makes a lot of sense. And what you want to do next to see your courses is to go to the classroom. Click on the classroom. There are some guys that come up from Google, right? I'm used to the space, so I'm going to skip that as well. And then you see the first bit of your class, right? Which is here, introduction. Week 1 is introduction, or you can call it unit 1 as well, right? Remember we said you have 6 weeks for this training, so you see 6 units in total, right? The first unit is introduction. This first week is mainly about you logging into the Google Classroom, ensuring that you are set up, ensure that you are part of the class in the Slack channel, ensuring that you are part of the Google, the WhatsApp group as well, and ensuring that you take the course on introduction to data, right? We have a few courses on that for you as you prepare into the main training, right? So this week is introduction phase of the training, and all of the orientation is going on in this week, which starts today. So every week is from Saturday to Saturday, right? So this is the first week, right? Saturday to Friday, I meant to say. This is the first week. This Saturday to Friday, you have all those deliverables to do. Most of us are already halfway through by attending the orientation. And the next thing for you to do is to ensure that you're part of the classroom and part of the other channels that we have created for you. All right. To see an exercise, you simply just click through it, into it, read the instruction. You would see the due date will be listed up here, right? For this exercise, there is no due date, right? It's just an introduction into the learning management system. And once you're done reading the instruction and what you are meant to do, and you're done with that activity or that task written in the instructions, you click on this form, right? Fill the form, and the form would be a very short form, maximum of 3 questions, I believe. And it basically wants to see or assess your understanding of the task you just completed, right? This is how most of the learning is going to be structured at, right? The assignments will also be listed as part of the instructions here as well. Are there any questions so far regards to the learning management system? If there's any questions, sure, please let me know in the Q&A session. Write it down somewhere, and I'm happy to go over this flow again. And quite simply, that's how the learning management system works. You click through every task, every list of learning activity outlined here, right? Study the courses material that are shared in that instruction, do the assignment as well, and finally fill the form to show that you are now skilled in the topic that was talked about in that part of your training. Okay, that's it about the learning management system. I think the last bit here is people. This is where you see your teachers and you can reach out to them as well. And because no one has joined the classroom yet, you can't see a list of students. But as you guys are being onboarded into the learning management system, you'll be able to see other students like yourself that are taking the course, and you can reach out to them for help if you need to do that. Okay, that's it on how the learning management system works. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to hearing about your experience, whatever complaints or feedbacks you have for us. They are very much welcome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Ara, for that run through. Thank you so much. So, guys, if you have any questions, you can just indicate in the comment section. So next would be rules of engagement. Maybe Enoch or Igor could take us through that.
All right. Come just give me a moment. Let me share my screen. Hope you can see the screen.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. So we have 5 rules of engagement, and they're like very basic. So the first rule is respect and professionalism. So we have different participants. You have your trainers, you have your mentors, you have the training. It's like in summary, just respect everybody. Like treat people the way you want them to treat you. And we also encourage open dialogue and collaboration across participants. The next rule of engagement is active participation. So we would advise everybody to participate.
Sorry, me?
Okay, I think there's noise in the background. Yeah, so we advise everybody to actively participate in the program. So I think weekly we'll be giving tasks to engage. Outside the learning program, we'll be giving some tasks to deliver on. So we encourage everybody to deliver because it's all part of the learning experience. So commitments and punctuality. Yeah, we'll be having weekly meetings. So meetings with your mentors. So it's we'll encourage participants or mentees to be committed to those meetings because that's where we'll kind of brush through what we've done before and also introduce you to what you've been learning the other week. So you need to attend those meetings and be punctual. And then not discrimination and inclusivity. So right now we have different people from different backgrounds. So we have people from different parts of the world. So we need to respect everybody's point of view and treat everybody equally. And
Sorry.
Okay.
Please mute yourself. You unmuted and it's bringing in background noises. Thank you. Or maybe the host could mute her.
I think the admin can mute everyone, then the person who is speaking to
mute yourself, please.
Okay.
So
I think I've done that. Yeah. And lastly, the last item on the list is continuous learning. So this is something you take even outside Eloquent data, outside the program. You need to, as a data scientist or a data analyst, you need to keep learning because the platform or data science is evolving daily. Right now, we're talking about ChatGPT. That's like an AI to, for you know, there'll be another 6 months from now, a year from now. So you need to keep learning, keep evolving yourself. So that is the rule of engagement. So if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat and we'll answer the question after the program. All right, Bola.
Okay, thank you so much, Igor, for that. So just in case you have any questions, you could put it in the chat. Then maybe we could answer it later on the WhatsApp group and other channels. Definitely, we are going to communicate the Google Classroom link to your email. So just expect it between now, today, and tomorrow. So, okay.
Okay, I think there's a question in the chats already. So we can take some of the questions. There's a question by Jane. It said, hello everyone, what's the structure of the class? And are they all on Saturdays and for how long? Okay, I think I can answer that question. Oh, Ore.
Yeah. Maybe she should
Yes,
address it.
I'm happy to take that. I think I've touched a bit on this as well. The structure of the class requires you to deliver on three major areas: engagement, assessment, and studying, learning, right? So you get a lot of courses, resources to study, and then you get a lot of quizzes and project work to do, assignments. And lastly, engagement, there will be community activities and your engagement with your peers alongside with your mentor as well. All engagement activities will happen on Saturdays, right? So that means if it's either you're meeting with your mentors or you're meeting with your peers or a community activity with a industry leader, whatever it is, would happen on Saturdays, right? And it usually lasts for a maximum of 90 minutes, depending on the events. Some events would last for 30 minutes, some will last for an hour. 90 minutes is usually the max as well. The other part of the learning experience, which is learning and assessment, those are what you would do on your own during the week, right? And it's self-directed, basically. I hope that answers the question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ore, for that. So in absence of further questions, I would like us to turn on our camera so we have at least a snapshot of this moment. Please, everyone, open your camera so we can snap and then wrap up.
All right, we're waiting for you.
Don't laugh, don't laugh.
All right.
Open up, okay? Okay, Igor, do the honors.
All right. So 3, 2, 1, cheese. All right, thank you everyone. I've taken some shots.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody.
I want to see how I look in it.
Yeah, but all right, we can see you, but it's fine.
It's fine, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. We'll communicate further information via email and WhatsApp group. So just be prepared. So thank you. God bless and bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.